I'm McManus. I have actually already served 2 terms on the Board of Education. I'm currently serving as chair. I didn't really think I would be running this time, but I added it up today, this morning, and I was thinking, in my 8 years on the board, I now have more cumulative time on the board than the rest of the board combined, unless you count Gary's partial term. So I feel like the experience and knowing that history and what I can bring with that experience and history is very important to the board. We've had 3 superintendents during the time that I've served on the board. We don't have anyone on our senior leadership team that has been in the central office as long as I've been on the board. I really feel like that continuity is very important. I'm very proud of what I've accomplished on the board. I love what I do. I love meeting teachers. I love interacting with students. I have tremendous respect for our administrators. I'm very comfortable with most of our principals, and I think they're very comfortable with me. I think that's a very important relationship for a board member to have. I'm a good listener. People call me, and I'm willing to hear them out and weigh what they say. I think that's important too. I have 2 daughters. One is with me tonight. Both went through the Chatham County schools. Both went on to universities in North Carolina and graduated. That my youngest, not this one, my other one, is a teacher now in Charlotte-Mecklenburg. Her experience in Charlotte-Mecklenburg has made me realize what a wonderful opportunity we have in Chatham County. You would think Charlotte-Mecklenburg would have wonderful technology and everything that a teacher could need. We learned very quickly that Chatham County is maybe decades ahead of the school she's in Charlotte-Mecklenburg. Our laptops, every high school student in Chatham County has a laptop that is theirs to take home. Some of our textbooks are actually loaded on these laptops so that students don't have to carry these textbooks. I think that's tremendous. And our high school scores had a big jump this year. I don't think it's the computers taught kids any better. I think the teachers did the teaching. But those computers caught the attention of those kids. It got them involved and interested. I think that's been a really important thing, and it's been one of the things I've worked on since right after I came on the board. I think that it was unfair for some students to have access to computers and others not. We had kids that came to my house to use our computer, friends of my daughters, but to use my computer to do projects, and I thought, how many kids out there don't even have access to a computer? So I think putting a laptop in every student's hand is a great equalizer. It gives everybody the same opportunity, puts them all on a level playing field. Another thing that we've done since I've been on the board, and it's actually something I worked on before I went on the board, were our hands-on science kits. From kindergarten through 8th grade, we have science kits that the science teachers use. They rotate around, but they have activities in them that go along with the curriculum. And by the time you rotate through a whole year's worth of science kits, you've covered the curriculum. And these are the coolest things. I go into classes and they're playing with millipedes and they're hatching baby frogs and they're dissecting plants and things that kids love. Our science scores have gone way up, and our science scores are above the state's, and I guess my time has run out. I would like to ask for your vote, and then I guess I take questions now?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, about the computers, I'm kind of interested in knowing what the maintenance and replacement cost is over the year.
Well, maintenance cost this past year was a little high. At Jordan Matthews, we got new computers because we got a grant through Golden Leaf Foundation, and it bought all new computers, but they were designated for Jordan Matthews High School. Prior to that, we had computer carts. Each cart holds 30 computers, and we had quite a number of computer carts in each school. So the older computers got moved to Chatham Central and Northwood. This year, thanks to our commissioners, we have taken a 0-interest lease on new computers that have replaced those at Chatham Central and Northwood. We had very little maintenance cost at Jordan Matthews, but it was rather extensive at Chatham Central and Northwood because some of the computers they had were as much as 5 years old. That's a long life today for a computer, for a laptop in particular. So I feel like one reason this investment, that the commissioners decided to make this investment, was it will offset some of that maintenance cost. We do have a computer facilitator in each school that works with the curriculum, and we have a computer tech in each high school that actually handles the machines. But like I said, at Jordan Matthews, I've been into the computer lab this past year, and we'd have a little stack this high from Jordan Matthews, a stack this high from Central, and a stack this high from Northwood. I expect that next year it's going to be a little bit stacked from each of them, because I just think the newer machines will hold up better. I couldn't tell you the exact cost off the top of my head, and I hate to say numbers, but I'm not sure. I will admit it was kind of expensive this past year, but I don't expect it to be so bad this next year.
Why?
Well, the new computers, I mean, that was part of it. It was, the biggest problem we had were with the older machines. And most of what we do have, we handle in-house. They take it to the central office, and we have technicians there that do most of that work. Sometimes they have to be sent off, but most of it's handled in-house.
Time.
Any more questions?
Oh, you're running against?
1 minute.
Well, Gary Leonard and I are in the same district, but there are 2 seats in that district. It's been that way for a long time. So Gary and I both are running in that district. We can both be elected in that district. I think, as I came in, I heard Gary saying that the other 2 ladies who had filed and will be on the ballot, one has already submitted a letter to the paper and some other sources explaining why she was withdrawing, and the other lady has already said that she is going to withdraw and that she plans to submit a letter and make an endorsement.